Hiya, this is Dennis from the Blue Collar Worker. This is the next stage from what I would class as my opening on fibromyalgia. Now, the last time I spoke, I mentioned briefly about pain. But pain, well, when you talk about it, pain is pain. I can go on for ages about how the different pains affect me, which I may do a section on that yet, but that's not what I want to talk about this time. I want to discuss something that is, oh boy, it's much harder to explain. Brain fog. Yeah, I know. The description itself both explains it and really doesn't. If you've never experienced it, the name sounds almost harmless. Trust me, it isn't. See, anybody who doesn't know will go, "Oh, brain fog means you're a bit forgetful," and we're all like that. And to a point, yes, that's true. But this takes it to the piss take. So it's not really that simple. So some of this, other people will go, "Yeah, I know what this is like," and others will go, No, you don't." So it's like walking into a room and having absolutely no idea why you went in there. Like opening the fridge and standing there wondering what you came for. Now that you can go, yeah, I get that. But here's where the piss take comes. It's like reading a book and reading the same paragraph 3 or 4 times and it's blank. Your eyes are moving, but your brain's taking nothing in. And it's the same listening. Oh, my wife goes, "Oh, you've got selective deafness or amnesia," and it's not. It's not at all. It's the same as the reading. The mouth is moving. I know, but it's true. The mouth is moving, and I can hear the words, but nothing is going in at all. So I say it's like the selective deafness, but there are other parts to it. It's like being halfway through a conversation, knowing exactly what you want to say, and then the word simply disappears. I mean, not because you don't know it, but your brain just won't give it to you. And I have to say, "Ignore me, come back to me in a minute," and all of a sudden, a while I go, "Oh, that's the word, and it's, oh, as I say, your brain doesn't want to give it to you. And the bit that people don't talk about is the first few times it happens, it's actually frightening. You start asking yourself questions like, am I getting dementia? And my dad had vascular dementia, so that's a natural scare I have to think about. You do wonder, is there something seriously wrong with me? Am I losing my mind? So when it keeps happening, you do begin to doubt yourself. Then comes the embarrassment. Someone asks you a perfectly simple question, and you know the answer, and you can almost reach it, but it's like trying to grab smoke, or as I say to people, it's like trying to handle jelly, depending on which side of the pond you're on. The harder you try, the further it gets. People are waiting, you can see in their faces, they think you're not listening, or that you're not paying attention, or they may think you're not very bright. In my case, maybe that is also true. They don't realise you're working twice as hard just trying to stay in this conversation, and that's what brain fog feels like. It's invisible. Nobody can see the effort, nobody can see the frustration. They only see the pause. Like I always say to the missus, I'm having a brain fog day. No, I don't. I tell her I'm having a fibro day. Now, to her, that means one or two things is happening. One, I can't move for crap, or two, I can't think for crap. And the missus has to leave me in a dark room, so to speak, like a migraine, and let me wait out the day. Now, that is what brain fog feels like. It's invisible. Nobody can see the effort. Nobody can see the frustration. They see only the pause. Now imagine trying to do your job like that. Imagine trying to remember instructions, fill in paperwork, have an important conversation, while your brain feels like it's running through treacle. That's why brain fog can be every bit as exhausting as the pain itself. Now again, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm simply trying to explain something that millions of people live with every single day. So, if someone pauses, loses their train of thought, or asks you to repeat yourself a couple of times, try not to judge too quickly. You never know what battle they're fighting inside their own head. Not all disabilities are visible. And if you've got fibromyalgia, let me tell you something. I wish someone had told me, because I've had to figure this out on my own. You ain't stupid, you ain't lazy, and you ain't going mad. You're dealing with an illness that people can't see. Some days your brain works beautifully, and I mean full on, it's flying and it's lovely. And sometimes it doesn't. On those days, be patient with yourself. You may not realise it. You might simply be doing better than you think you are. Please like and subscribe. I am a growing channel and can do all the help I can get.